lady baking cookies in a thriller book. And you're telling me that's not suspicious? I said it. That old lady is suspicious. All of the signs are right there in front of you, and you're just like... Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing a super fun video. I'm so excited because bestie Julianna Boni gave me some top-notch A+ book recommendations. So I'm planning to really get in the spooky season fall vibe and start reading thrillers more because I've really only read one thriller, and that was The Housemaid. So I'm really excited to like expand my genre horizons because if you know me, you know that I really only read romance books, and I most likely do not read a book if it doesn't have any romance in it. Fatal flaw, I know. What can I say? So she's gonna pick my thriller reads for the week, and the books that we have on the roster, I don't know how many books I'm gonna be able to read this week, but I think at the very least, the two that I picked that she recommended is Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney and The Inmate by Freida McFadden. And like I said, I read The Housemaid by Freida McFadden, so I do know that I like Freida McFadden's writing, and I like the plot twist at the end, so we'll see how I like The Inmate. And then Rock, Paper, Scissors, I've actually heard so many good things about. Like, anyone who I've seen has read it has loved it. So at the very least, I want to finish those two this week and read those two. If I somehow miraculously end up reading more, then I will let you guys know, but those are the two books on the roster this week. So thank you, bestie, for picking these books out for me. And I'm super excited to get to them and read some thriller books, get into the spooky fall vibes. So with that said, I did get a pumpkin spice latte. Because would it be a video of mine if I didn't have coffee? The answer is it wouldn't. And those two books are actually available on Kindle Unlimited too, so right on, am I right? So that's great because I actually just bought a lot of books to fill up my bookshelf. I used it as an excuse to buy more books, yes. But I'm super excited, but I really need to cut myself off for a little bit and like put myself in a book buying ban. So I'm so glad these are on Kindle Unlimited, and I have some great Kindle Unlimited book recommendations. Love that. Oh, it just looks so gorgeous. It's just like the perfect color. What a great start to the day, truly. So my usual Dunkin' coffee order is a medium iced latte with 2 pumps of caramel, 2 pumps of pumpkin, and then oat milk, of course. So it's delicious, highly recommend. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. So I think I'm gonna start with The Inmate, and that I believe follows a woman who's a nurse practitioner, and she is a nurse practitioner at this prison, which just so happens to be the same prison of her ex-boyfriend, who is an inmate serving a life sentence that she put him in. So very intriguing, very interesting premise. And then Rock, Paper, Scissors follows a couple, Adam and Amelia, and they've been having some like marital issues. Things aren't really right between them, but then she wins a like weekend away in Scotland. So they're like, oh, this will be perfect. Like, this will maybe save our marriage and fix things. So I don't really know what's gonna happen there. I feel like the description doesn't really describe a lot, which makes me suspicious that things are gonna get creepy. And well, obviously it's a thriller, so I don't expect it to be, you know, happy sunshine, but a little curious to see what happens and what the book is about. Will they play Rock, Paper, Scissors at some point? I guess we'll start with The Inmate. So ready, set, let's freaking go. Interesting. I love the way she ends this chapter. She was reluctant to go to this prison because she's not eager to see one of the inmates. I can't reveal to her that the man who was my very first boyfriend is an inmate at Raker Maximum Security Penitentiary. I'm disappointed in myself, yes, that I can't pronounce things. I'm with ya. I can't reveal to her that the man who was my very first boyfriend is an inmate currently serving life without the possibility of parole, and I'm the one who put him there. Dun dun dun! I love that. Well, I don't love that. It's not like a good thing, but I just think the way she ended that. I love when like the endings of chapters are like, and the last lines in chapters are just like, whoa! I hope that makes sense. But if you know, you know. And I feel like you know what I mean, you know? Anyway. Okay, this might sound silly, but Margie is like, she says that she's a local grandma who's watching Josh when she was working, and then she like beams at her and like is cooking dinner, and it's like all sweet. I'm suspicious. I'm suspicious of her. I said it. That old lady is suspicious. And if I'm wrong, I'm gonna be very embarrassed. But you never know in thrillers, and if they seem too nice, I am suspicious. I had believed a background check would give me away, but I was wrong. Or else the warden knew about the connection, but they were so desperate to hire somebody they let it slide. What if they like hired her on purpose? He like planned this for her to work there. I don't know. I'm just like shooting out guesses. Like I'll give a warning if I'm giving a spoiler, but for now it's just like my guesses, which I don't think really are spoilers. I will definitely give you guys like a spoiler warning if there's any spoilers that come up. So it seems like we're jumping back and forth between like flashbacks of like their relationship and like what happened in the past, and then present day where she's working at the prison, which I really like time jumps like that sometimes. I feel like it just makes the story a little bit more interesting to read. Tim did it. I don't know what Tim did exactly, but Tim did it. I know that for a fact. It's like giving jealous friend who has always been in love with her and wants to be with her, but then Shane is like the boyfriend, so Tim did it. She said, vaguely I'm aware of the fact that Tim never ever says no to me, but I try not to think about it. There are certain aspects of my relationship with the boy next door that are better not to analyze too deeply. Like, girl, let's be real, you know he's in love with you. Why are you not addressing it? Why are you not taking his feelings into account? Like, you have no clue. You have no idea this man is absolutely in love with you. And that's why Tim does what he does. If he does anything at all. She's the reason why. Okay, spoiler alert. Skip to this part to not be spoiled. She is like so convinced that it was Shane, but then it says, I never saw the face of the man who tried to kill me. So you don't know for a fact, girly. You don't know for a fact. My guess, Tim. Tim easily could have just put his necklace on, put his aftershave on, got her to think that it was Shane when it was actually Tim. That is my guess. Unless it's the old lady. Hey, it's Tim Reese. I got your number from the parent directory. Hope that's not too creepy. It's such a creepy thing to say. Like, if you, in your text message you're saying, I hope this isn't creepy, it's probably creepy. Margie is cooking a lot. What's in the food, Margie? What's in the food? I don't know why I'm so suspicious of this old lady, but I just am. I really just am. She's just too nice. And she's like cooking all the time and like babysitting the kid. And all those things, looking back, don't sound suspicious, but to me it is. Also, oh my god. So she texts him saying, tomorrow night okay? Tim responds a second later. You got it. A second later. And then Margie says, and stay out as late as you want. Josh and I will make chocolate chip cookies. Why are you baking so much, Margie? Why are you cooking all these? What's in your food, Margie? What is in your food? Like little old lady baking cookies in a thriller book. And you're telling me that's not suspicious? Okay, so wait, this is a flashback scene, and Shane is staring at Tim, and then they're playing like Never Have I Ever, and he goes, never have I ever been on a date with Tracy Gifford. And Tracy Gifford is the girl who was found dead over the summer. Dead. Over the summer. Obviously none of us have been on a date with her, but then Tim raises his cup, and he takes a drink. Suspicious. Also, I think the parents, like, were murdered. Killed / murdered. Murdered. I think they were murdered by Tim. Yeah, like, the parents were pushing her to not visit the hometown, like, to not come back home, because they knew that Shane was innocent and that the killer was still on the loose. But, like, she made it seem like they were ashamed of the son, which they never even said that. They never even mentioned that. So why would you think that? So I do like Shane. Tim, definitely the murderer. But now I'm like, Shane, were Shane and Tim in cahoots? Like, were they working together somehow? Can you trust anyone? Okay, again, it brings up Margie's cooking. That's gotta be suspicious. Is no one else suspicious of this? When they were reading this book, the killer smelled like sandalwood, and you automatically assumed it was Shane, but then Tim is literally reeking of sandalwood, and you have no suspicions? So Tim dated Kelly, the waitress. They discovered she was missing when she didn't show up for her shift at the Shamrock 2 nights ago. And this girl is like, it doesn't mean he's responsible. Maybe she just took off somewhere without telling anyone. She's probably fine. I'm sure of it. Like, girl, the signs are all right there in front of your face, and you're just not even suspecting it? Why? Why? I just, like, I'm not understanding. Like, all of the signs are right there in front of you, and you're just like, is she dumb? Is she dumb? He goes, oh, why don't you go down into the wine cellar and grab a bottle of wine in the basement. Down in the basement by herself. And now she sees a dead woman's body, and now she's locked in the basement. Is anyone surprised? So dumb. So dumb. Okay, so my phone just died, but my Kindle is now fully charged. I'll have my Amazon storefront link down below, and I have all the stickers and the pop socket that I got from Amazon linked down below too. Josh, the son, doesn't seem to like Shane, so like that is big red flag. And also the fact that he would be fine with living in the farmhouse where like everyone was murdered, also a little bit red flag city to me. I don't know how this is gonna end. I feel like Rita McFadden books, I say that, but I've only read the one. Well, now, you know, I'm reading this one. But I feel like her endings always have like multiple plot twists and like crazy endings. So I'm really excited to get to this now. Oh my gosh. Tim and Shane did it together. Also, why would you leave them alone together? Like, that's just, why is she so stupid? And he has your car keys. Like, literally, you just gave him your son and was like, please take him, basically. It's Margie. The driver said, okay, so she's like wandering the road. She's trying to look for help, and it's Margie. Is this the point where my suspicions finally get proven to be true about this woman? Or will I be completely wrong? Now is the time where we will see. This is where the truth comes out. What a strange coincidence that Margie would happen to be coming down this road right now. But then she goes, but I can't dwell on that. There's no time. Like, girl, stop being dumb. Oh my god. That's not actually my name. We have met before, and you do know me by my real name, but I doubt you would remember it. Of course you wouldn't. In fact, I'll tell you what, Brooke. If you can tell me my real first name, I'll take you right to Shane and Josh. While I'm trying to figure it out, she sifts around in her purse again, but this time, instead of her phone, she pulls out a gun. And she points it right at me. I freaking knew it. I can't believe I guessed that. I can't believe I was right in my suspicions. See, never trust a nice old lady. Okay, maybe that's not the lesson of the day. Margie is Shane's mother. Stop. What? Brooke goes, you don't know that. Margie says, yes I do. She shakes the gun at me. Because I'm the one who stabbed Chelsea. So they were gonna let Tim live so that they could blame it all on Tim. That was a good book. It had a lot of like twists and turns. The ending was really good. Hey guys, we are back and now I'm gonna start rock, paper, scissors. Basically they have this weekend away in Scotland. They're staying in this like old chapel, but like weird things keep happening. Their marital problems, and there are different like secrets and lies that each one of them has, and everything's just kind of slowly unfolding. But one thing about this book that I like in particular, which I liked in The Inmate too, is like when the last lines of the chapters are like, ooh, and it like makes you think and like question everything. She says, I can't seem to shake the feeling of being watched. I feel like it's all maybe like gonna be on film, and they're like filming them, and he's like acting out the manuscript of Rock, Paper, Scissors. So just a little update, I am on page 99 of Rock, Paper, Scissors, and I just made myself a little like dessert drink, I guess. I just heated up some oat milk, frothed it up, and then added the Tazo chai concentrate, and then I just add that to the oat milk. Really freaking delicious. Who is Robin? What's her deal? What's her story? I'm very intrigued. But yeah, I feel like a lot of weird things are happening, but it is keeping my attention. I feel like I'm flying through this book, and it just has like such an eerie, even like the setting itself, an isolated old chapel, and like the snow is covering everything. It's just like really creepy, eerie. Usually you trust the main character, but I feel like we get dual POV of the husband and the wife, and I don't like trust either of them. I just read this line, but words can't fix everything, no matter how fond you are of them. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but just like the writing is, I don't know, it's really good. It has a lot of like good lines. Hey guys, it is the next day. So I finished Rock, Paper, Scissors last night. Oh my god, these books were so good. I highly recommend both of them. They were so good. Thank you, Juliana, for the recs. I feel like I enjoyed them all the same, and the plot twists were so good. I feel like I would rate them all a 4.5. I feel like it's hard for me to give a thriller a 5-star just because it's not my usual genre. So I feel like for a thriller, in like the thriller section, they're all 5 stars. But like for my own, I feel like they'd be more like a 4.5. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this little reading vlog. I had so much fun reading these books. I will catch you next time. Happy reading. Love you. Bye.